Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a very long time, but I'm back. Here I am. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I am a wife to my husband Derek. We have a 2-year-old daughter named Emery. I have a lot of vlogs back on my channel if you want to kind of catch up and get to know us a little bit more. But for today's video, I wanted to actually do a sit-down video, my first sit-down video ever. It's the mom tag. I was tagged, well, Krista Bowman Ruth actually tagged anyone who wanted to do this video. She encouraged us to do so, so that's what I'm going to do today. And if you want to film this video, I encourage you to do so as well. It was really fun looking at these questions, and I'm excited to answer them for you all. Okay, the first question, and I do have notes, so I'm going to be reading the questions off the notes. Sometimes when I'm watching YouTube videos, I like to be doing other things like cleaning the kitchen and whatnot, so I wanted to read the questions so as opposed to like putting them across the screen, so that if you're doing other things while you're watching this, you know what the question is. Okay, so the first question is, how old were you when you had your first child? And I was 25. The next question is, what was the hardest thing about being pregnant? And honestly, it was all so hard. It was all hard to me. Being pregnant was, I didn't have like anything wrong during my pregnancy. I just didn't take the best care of myself, so it was hard on me. But I would say the worst, or I should say hardest thing about being pregnant for me was just towards the end. You're so ready to have your baby out so that you can protect them. At least that's how I felt. I was tired of her being inside. I wanted her on the outside, so I knew she was okay and I could protect her. The next question is, can you think of any good things that you enjoyed during those 9 months? And honestly, no. I really just can't. I can't. The only good thing was being able to be pregnant and grow a child. I didn't enjoy it. Okay, the next question is, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Slow down when you first have your baby in the newborn stage and just soak it in, because the newborn stage flies by. And for me, I was just so consumed with doing everything perfectly and putting her on the right schedule and yada yada yada. I just didn't, and if I'm holding her too much or feeding her too much, or I was just so worried about all the stuff that doesn't matter that I didn't even, I hate to say this, but I didn't even have the chance to enjoy my newborn. Don't worry about breastfeeding. If it's not going well, don't stress yourself out about it. Give the baby formula. If you need to get out, don't be scared. Don't be scared of germs. Just embrace your newborn and don't worry, because it's gonna go by so quickly and you're gonna wish you had those cuddle times back with your newborn baby and you weren't so stressed out about it. At least I do. Okay. The next question is, what is the most rewarding thing about being a mom? And I'm sure all moms can agree that it's just the deepest love that a person can feel, I think, is a mother's love. And you don't know how deep you can love someone until you have a child. And so that's the greatest thing, is just feeling that deep love for someone, for your child. Did I already say this? My baby monitor is over there, so if I'm glancing over there, I'm just checking to make sure Emery's still sleeping. Let's see. The next question is, what was the most exciting milestone? And I would say that walking was the most exciting milestone, just because there's so much anticipation for it. Like, you wait and they pull up and then they take a few steps and they don't fully walk, and then when they finally do, it's so exciting and your whole world changes once they're mobile and can walk. So I would say that's the most exciting milestone. Although her beginning to talk, well, she's not beginning to talk, but her like talking and, her talking and speaking in like full sentences. That's been really exciting too, and it's hard to imagine what we did before she could talk. So walking and talking has been the funnest. Let's see, what was the worst thing your child has ever done? And like I said, she just turned 2, so she hasn't done too many bad things, and she's actually a really well-behaved child in my opinion. But there was this one time she was going through a little phase of hitting. When she was upset, she would just hit you. Whew, we're past that though, thank you Jesus. But so we were walking into a store, and she wanted to walk by herself in the parking lot, and I was telling her she had to hold my hand if she wanted to walk, and she didn't want to hold my hand. She like snatched her hand away from me. So I picked her up, and I was like, okay, if you can't hold my hand, I'm gonna pick you up. And then when I did that, she got really mad and just smacked me in the face in the middle of the parking lot. And so I just immediately turned around, and we got back in the car, and I was fuming. I was so mad. And she hasn't done something like that since. So that's probably the worst thing she's done behavior-wise ever. Okay, and this question says, what habit of theirs makes you the most proud? And I have to say her manners. I really, really, really drill into her. I just want her to be polite and kind and not speak rudely to people. So she says, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, she says please and thank you and you're welcome. And I just really pride myself on that because it's important to me. I want her to speak respectfully to people and have good manners, and so far she does. Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age you became a mom? And I did. I planned on having a baby by the time I was 25. Derek and I were engaged we dated for a year, engaged for a year, got married for a year. So it all worked out for the right timing, I think. But I thought that I would be done having children. I always said this, I thought that I would be done having children by the time I was 30. And that's just, I'm 28 now, I'll be 28 this year. And so I'm not pregnant right now, so kind of looking like if I want more children, I'm gonna be 30, which is totally fine. I made this up before I had even had children. It doesn't matter if you're 30 and still having babies, makes no difference whatsoever. So I thought I would be done, but I'm not done, so there you go. Okay, so the last question is, have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? And obviously, yes, I have changed. Just everything I do is for my child, for the sake of my child. She's my #1 priority other than my marriage. She is everything. She has completely changed my life and changed who I am as a person. So 100% yes, I have changed since becoming a mom, and I think I've changed for the better. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It won't be long until my next video. I'm back at it. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more tags. Comment below if you did this video so I can go and watch yours. And just thank y'all so much for watching.